Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, what we're going to talk about today on this episode of the Bullet Points on this Sunday afternoon is the increased adoption of the Second Amendment by Americans across the board. Now, I'm sure you've heard from some liberal sources or the mainstream media or some news outlet saying that gun purchases are down. Yeah, well, they might be down from extreme record highs, but when I show you where they've actually landed and normalized, I think you're going to be positively surprised. Everything is in the description box below per usual, and if you are new, we would love for you to jump in the fold, make sure that subscription bell is on, and we are always trying to earn that subscription so we can pass the blessing of the next generation, the Second Amendment. But thank you so much in advance for your consideration, and we are about to dive into this in 1 second. I gotta tell you guys, this is the last day for the shirt that we designed with 9line, okay? This is the shirt that commemorates the constitutional carry moves we did this year, because we are halfway there, baby. 50% of the states, and on the back, we have all the states listed as of 2022. This is the last time that you'll be able to get this shirt from 9line, and the link is in the description box below. Thank you so much for checking it out. The support has been amazing, and this shirt is going to be retired after today, and then we're going to have to wait for the 2023 Constitutional Carry Update design, which I'm sure will be coming your way as well. Now, with all that out of the way, let me show you these numbers. Let me show you these breakdowns, because this is something to celebrate. I can't wait to hear what you guys think of this one. All right. Here's the source, again, linked down there. Monthly gun sales top 1 million for third straight year. Third straight year, that's interesting. Well, I'm going to show you all the data here, and we're going to dive in because this, like I said, is a happy day for the Second Amendment because it's continuing to grow. U.S. gun sales broke 1 million for a record 36th straight month in July as crime spikes in major cities across the country and congressional Democrats push to ban assault weapons. You realize how big that is. In 36 months, we've had 1 million plus background checks for gun purchases in the United States. That is over 36 million applications. This is massive, particularly when you take into consideration details, which we've covered on this channel for a while. The fact that first-time gun buyers are a major portion of this. Also, you've got minorities and women who have never been a huge part of gun buying before, also jumping into the fray. When you look at those ratios and those percentages and you multiply it out times 36 million, actually more than 36 million, 36 months of million plus, we are talking about a growth in the Second Amendment and an expansion that we have never seen. And honestly, in my opinion, it's thanks to the Democrats, which is the irony of ironies, but let's keep going because that's the way it always happens. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, an industry trade group, adjusted figures from the FBI's National Instant Criminal Background Check System showed 1.23 million background checks for gun purchases in July. Background checks are the most common tool firearms experts use to estimate the number of gun purchases. And I'm going to show you the graph historical for about 30 years in a second. But this is coming off of the NSSF. This is the trade industry that runs the entire gun industry. This is reliable data reporting. And I'm going to show you the FBI because this bodes really well for getting new blood in the system. That's the third highest total on record for July after 1.28 million checks last year and a record high 1.85 million in July 2020. When civil unrest spurred by George Floyd's death in police custody sparked a sharp rise in gun purchases, the group's adjusted numbers filter out background checks related to gun permit applications. By the way, side note, I find it hilarious that the numbers are even further deflated than the actual background checks because they filter out the background checks that are for the concealed carry and gun permit applications, which the left and the gun controllers will tell you there is no such thing. It doesn't exist. Gun control is the obvious solution because it's the wild, wild west out here. We don't even have background checks, the basics. In fact, we actually have so many background checks, we have to filter out all the ones from concealed carry, from gun licensing permit schemes. Kind of conflicts with the gun control narrative. Anyway, one more thing. Here's the graph, because you guys know I got graphs. We are talking about November 30th from 1998 through July 31st, 2022. I'm going to zoom in here in a second, but when you look at this, because it's going to be linked in the description box, you are talking about a massive influx. Check this out. I'm just going to look and zoom in at the last line here for you guys. In 2022, we're talking about 2.5, 2.5, 3 million, 2.7, 2.35, 2.5, 2.4. And that's before it's being adjusted out for the gun permitting background checks. You're talking about 18,272,352 background checks having to do with an expansion of the Second Amendment. This is phenomenal. Actually, not even an expansion, an embracing of the Second Amendment. That's the better word. And we're only in July, people. Or now we're in August. Quote, people see prosecutors refusing to lock up criminals and they're concerned for their personal safety, said Foundation spokesperson Mark Oliva. I'm going to say Oliva. In July 2019, before the COVID-19 pandemic started, the group reported 830,579 background checks. The highest month on record is March 2020, when 2.3 million background checks were conducted and when COVID-19 lockdowns started. You had a massive push to defund the police. You had a massive push of unrest. You also had a massive push of Second Amendment people, or Americans, responding with the Second Amendment, a birthright that we have. Don't let anyone tell you that the gun right movement is not on the move, because when I do some more of the videos that I've got coming up, we're going to show even more in depth that these things are changing in a positive way. There is a momentum shift that is going out of the traditional demographics into all demographics, and it's exploding as it does it. The gun controllers aren't going to tell you that, but that is why we exist. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'm Braden. See you later.